This is the new office, and I have some setting up to do. I have to figure out my filming setups. I got 2 walls I'm working with, bunch of new gear, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a different look. The place isn't as modern as the old place, so you're not gonna be able to just fall back on the white walls, but I think there's a world where we can find a little bit more character. But yeah, welcome to the Golden, Colorado new apartment. So as I've been thinking about getting this whole room set up, it's figuring out, do I want color, do I want warmth, what vibe am I going for, and like, I don't have all the decorations. I'm not a set designer to figure that out. And so I'm really working with what I have so far. I have one light, a aperture 60D. That's what every single video you've seen of mine, if there's a light involved, that's what it's been lit with. I got a crappy little light stand. I don't even own a C stand. That's a crazy thing. And so we're working with that. The idea for the shelf is to have some form of familiarity. Now the first setup that you've seen already is something similar to this. So far I've used a 35mm lens. This is on a 24-70, but I've used a 35 1.4, and I light from this way. Something I learned in a video a little while back is that you should light from the room. So if I had the light coming this way, I'd just look flat and everything would kind of fall apart because you got light coming this way, light coming that way. You want a shadow side of the face. So since I have a window right there, I'm going to light from the window side just so I don't have these crazy shadows. But the second I turn this light on, it's gonna look a lot more even, but still not necessarily screaming, hey, I have a video light going.
I don't know how to use a camera.
So look, as the light starts to come into play, this is what we start doing. Oh, it's so crooked. I think my worst quality is video and photo not being horizon locked. I just don't have an eye for it. But you turn the light there a little bit. This is what it looks like with the light. So now it's a little bit more even on the face. Yes, it does look a little bit more lit, but there is still a world where if there was a window right here and I had some diffusion on it, it would look soft on my face. That's how I light a lot of interviews, doing a whole documentary series for Under Armour, and all of the interviews are lit from windows or sources of actual lights. I didn't bring any lighting, but this is what it looks like without the lighting. Obviously, I am not nearly standing out in the frame, but it doesn't look terrible. Let's turn the light back on. The light is only at 50%. That right there, roughly the setup. So here is the start. Let me explain to you the idea before we get any further. I imagine that if I was watching a video that had a whole backdrop, I wouldn't really be a fan. But I'm making film videos, I'm making film educational videos, so if I show the edges, it could be really cool on top of another piece of gear that I got that I think can spice up the videos whenever I'm just sitting in my apartment. So this is what I just spent my time setting up. Is it perfect right now? No, but can it make things dynamic? Yes. We got the Ronin, that's gonna be subbed out for some kind of fluid head filter that I'll be able to change. If I could adjust the height, I think that would be really cool too. We got the track right there that we can either have it work around me or we can have it work vertically. Vertically is how you saw it, pushing towards. And then the tripod, the motor. I mean, I think that this spot really could be cool. For now, I think it'll be more so looking like this. Little bit of room around the edges, but it definitely conveys the idea of, you see the wall on the edges, clearly a backdrop. You don't see the ground, you don't see the top, which I do like, and just different than the other spot. I think that there's ways that I can brighten it up, maybe get pops of color like I mentioned, something like that. But I think that this right here, this is gonna be I think my new go-to setup.